Hello, all you lovely children, and welcome back to your neighborhood with input labs. Pokemon Diamond, Randomizer, Nuzlocke. It has been a fantastic playthrough so far. I'm so sad that we only have 2 badges left, because I would love nothing more for this game to be yet slower. And we are, actually, I'm looking at my timer because, though I need to say this after like the 1 minute mark for algorithm reasons, but we are currently at Pokemon Team Galactic like standoff, and I feel like it's been about a minute. So they literally committed a terrorist attack. They bombed the hell out of a lake, and they ruined an ecosystem. So they're clearly fascists. We're intervening. We are also, we're aligned with the Russians though. So it looks like they're arresting the old guy, Svedka over there. And so we're figuring out what to do at this point.
Yeah. I think that's actually, I don't think I explored this area with Surf. There might be like an item or two.
Like, hold on, guys. I just gotta take a quick boat over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I imagine they're punching this old guy, using him.
Well, apparently he's giving that guy the business that he's next to.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to them earlier, yeah.
Oh. That's good. Good for
the
him.
Surf speed, isn't that just a nice leisurely surf speed?
It's very relaxing. This game is nothing but relaxing. Fun fact.
A little too relaxing.
And I know we've talked about... Oh, is this our encounter?
No, our encounter here is like
he's
our
level
starters.
2. Yeah. Oh, we could have had
honestly,
a level 2 starter. Oh no.
Yeah, well...
Never mind.
I think Kamala the Dragonite is a pretty good starter. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Controversial take, I know. Oh. That's just like worse than Thunderbolt pretty much, so who cares?
Well, here we are. I wanted to share some going-ons in my life. I mentioned on
please.
Yes, I've mentioned on this show, I think that I managed
feels like that's what like this sorry, I was just gonna say I feel like Input Left is half like you updating everybody on like a lifestyle vlog almost.
It is a vlog. Yeah, I should be a vlogger.
You should
just to catalog some things I've talked about before, I joined a co-op, I got a smart car. I'm living really that, that great millennial like liberal lifestyle, I guess. But
oh yeah, big time.
But I am managing a school board campaign. I think I mentioned that early on. And my candidate, basically the teachers union is actually really well organized in this city that she's running in. And that's not true of all teachers unions. You think about Chicago's teachers union has been really well organized. Los Angeles, I think, has been... and it's funny because, in Minnesota, Minneapolis and St. Paul are 2 cities. One has a really...
What?
Well, I just mean 2... Sorry, I guess I should say 2 adjacent cities. And one...
Oh, that's why they're called the Twin Cities.
Hey, not a lot of people know about that, okay? All right.
I know. Especially if you don't live like in the U.S. or even the Midwest, you probably don't know.
Yeah. If you've never been to Minnesota, you might not know. But... one has a really well-organized teachers union. The other just doesn't. But luckily, the town that she's running in, the city that she's running in, the teachers union is really powerful, and they also are like kingmakers or queen makers for monarch makers. That's my gender neutral.
Oh my god! Nice save there, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyone can be a queen. All right. Now
anyone? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
True.
Now they're monarch makers for school board races, which is really cool. Well, because I think they're good. They're pretty good. Like, they have issues, but like, for our teachers. So, and she got endorsed by the teachers union, and she's got endorsed by Stonewall, which is the LGBT faction
Yeah.
of the DFL. She's got endorsed by a group called Run for Something, which is basically
anything. Run for any, just run for something.
This is.
I know what it means. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's kind of how they are, and they'll literally like endorse like everybody who's like a young person of color running for a seat. Like they really dig that. So yeah, they're like run for something, anything, and she is.
Well, then you should run for something, my man.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I don't want to. I'd rather influence from the outside at this point.
Oh, you want to be the monarch maker. You want to be a monarch
exactly.
maker,
I literally am. I mean, I wish I could show you right now, but I just put up a poster of how. Oh, oops, that was a name drop. Well, that's okay. My candidate has a wonderful logo. I put it up in my room, the sign, and I just I have like 3 different people I'm supporting run for office right now in various ways, and imagine if like all my people get in, then I'm the monarch maker. I have influence when they're elected, and I can make good trouble. So
make some good trouble, yeah.
Yeah. Hold them accountable to their values or whatever.
Hold them left.
Input left. Yeah. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. You're gonna have some left input on them. Yeah.
Exactly. Ask Me is the other group that she's endorsed by. So, organized labor is like really backing her, which is really cool. We'd love to see that. So, so we're doing really good. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'll keep everyone updated if we win, and if suddenly I know someone, and you can make a joke about the school board like maybe not having a lot of power, but the reality is, for the most part, the more local in office, the more it actually affects your day-to-day life. And a decision on a school closure will actually like impact your neighbors way more than what Joe Biden says about infrastructure, and which may or may not ever happen.
There's definitely some truth to that. Like there's often
unless
a
he actually cancels my
hyperfixation
debt.
on there's often a hyperfixation on national politics, and certainly there's a lot of important things that happen at the national level, but you can't neglect local politics, which is often where a lot of those national ideas ultimately get implemented,
Right. Like the reason where there's a national debate right now about democracy legislation is because there are states that have local governments completely run by the right that are preventing people of color from voting, right? So that power, it's funny that we're talking all about this national conversation, but this problem is created because local politics right now trump everything ultimately. Like for the most part, like local politics decide so many things, and state politics do. So go figure out. I think every person in the U.S. should, we should try and get to the point where we all know who sits on our city council, who represents us on the city council, who's our school board, who is our sanitation board person, if that's a role in your or water district, right? Like those actually
that's a big thing in
are
Chicago. Though. Yeah. Like when you're a giant city.
Who's the mayor of
When you're a giant city living on Lake Michigan, like that's very important. Actually, we have Yuxi Commander Mars, but that's right.
Yeah.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, they didn't get the memo.
Yet.
Yeah, so okay. I mean, giant cities, have a lot of like local government matters so much because those people are wielding what, might be the equivalent of like Nebraska state budget for all I know. Like right? So or what so that is a lot of power ultimately.
Yeah.
But even in your small towns, like if your small town has one elected official and it's the city coordinator or city executive and they're making all the decisions, then that's even, in some ways like that position is everything. So, think about the way I feel like, I regretfully, I live at a place with a homeowners association, But I just imagine like if I organized the homeowners association and like I don't want to, I don't like the people that live here, but if I did, yeah, imagine that has a budget, that has change making power.
Imagine all the homeowners. Oh, we don't have anyone with strength now because we don't have
All the
Greta on the
lovely
team.
homeowners. Where do they all come from? All the lovely homeowners. Where do they
Honestly,
all
I
belong?
might put it on RBG,
Well,
which
does
seems a
she-
bit weird.
What does she have?
Just because, like, I feel like she's got some expendable slots here. Like, I feel like Confuse Ray is just like, you never really want to use Confuse Ray. Like, it's always like a desperation move if you're confusing something,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah,
Whereas Will-O-Wisp
cancel.
is not necessarily the case, so.
Yeah, get rid of it.
And honestly, just having like a strong normal move, since she's a physical attacker, it could help out.
Oh, she will physically attack anyone who tries to take away our rights.
I can only hope that
Yep.
she does.
So I don't know. What's new with you though?
Oh, in what sense?
Anything. I
Um,
don't suppose you got a smart car, so
you know, might be hard for you to believe, but I don't have a smart car. I mean, honestly, not a lot has changed yet. Or changed very recently for me. I'm still, you know, chugging along,
Yep.
doing my job,
Odin.
trying to start the moving process because I have to relocate to Austin, Texas, which I am not thrilled about these days. But well, I guess we'll see how that goes. You know,
How do you feel about the? You saw the news, the shooting.
forgot about there's fog in here. Was that in Austin?
Yeah,
And
like 14
I don't know if
people
I
were
did
shot at a club just like yesterday or something.
Wait, what? I don't think I did see this.
Yeah, mass shooting in Austin. 14 people didn't die. I think they all got shot and survived, which is good.
Really? Oh my god! I legitimately
Yeah.
don't think I saw that somehow.
I was really thinking about joining you, and then every day we get, the power's out, and in Texas, mass
Yeah,
shooting in
yeah.
Austin. The governor of Texas, repealed all social protections. I'm like,
Yeah.
things have.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is
yeah.
like people always say like, oh, it's an island of blue and a sea of red, so you'll be fine there. But like that's not true. And
Yeah.
even if it is an island of blue, it's still an island of blue that's all too happy to criminalize homelessness within its own like
Yep.
municipal borders. So it's
Yep.
like not that Chicago is like an
It's an
amazing
island-
place to live.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna kind of lie to you there, but like I'd much rather go back to on some level like California where I went to school, in part because I have like friends there as well, before I would
Yeah.
go to Austin. I don't know. I'm just not thrilled about that.
It's
at the
it's
time.
an island of blue, but we want an island of a different shade of red. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I know what you're
Yeah. I hear you. I hope you enjoy some of it. I certainly will be planning to visit you.
It can't all
hopefully
be
multiple
bad.
times there.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so yeah. That's what I'm just sort of saying. Like, well, surely it can't all be bad. Surely there'll be some things to enjoy there.
Yeah, I've heard live music. I've heard if you like the heat and if you like warm weather.
It might be a little too hot, but we'll see.
Yeah, it might be.
I hope there's like still decent precipitation as well. Probably isn't, but I would like it if there is. Yeah, I've heard like social life for young people is decent, but I'm a little
Yeah.
worried about the kinds of people I'm gonna be running into on average.
Right. Because first of all,
Maybe
you're antisocial, and second of all, they're all gonna be. Like,
I know you're joking, but I'm not anti-social.
yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm just introverted,
Yeah, you're a very charismatic introvert.
You think so?
Yeah, I would say you're simultaneously like I think people boil it all down to like extrovert introvert, but I
Yeah.
think charisma and then also social awkwardness are really separate, you know, like how you say, like variables. And I would say you're introverted for sure. You're also pretty charismatic, and you're also socially awkward. And all those things can be true at the same time.
Am I socially awkward? I guess I
bit.
am sometimes.
A little bit,
I
not
feel
so
like I'm
much
less-
that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'm less socially awkward than I have been, you know, in the past. What I think it is that my introversion nowadays mostly manifests in that like I'm not always actively seeking out like social encounters, but I'm not like necessarily uncomfortable in social encounters, you know. I just like, you know, that's not always a priority for me, and I sometimes need to take breaks from them and stuff.
Yeah, I would say I think you and I are pretty similar in those regards, but I would say that I still like kind of get anxious and like can shut down if it's like a group of like 20 people or more. I don't know what the number is, you know, that makes the difference.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like,
I definitely prefer smaller, more intimate group gatherings for sure, of like, you know, a dozen people, you know, tops, rather than like several dozen people. Like at that point I feel like I'm not able to have like meaningful interactions with very many people, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, you know. This is our encounter.
Yep. Oh, not bad.
For round 216. Yeah, it's a solid.
What's our level limit these days?
42.
Okay, so it's pretty quick. Pretty quick approaching.
Yeah.
You know, I'm joining you as a I feel like as a data professional, and because I'm learning SQL, if you're familiar with that.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. So I manage a database, you know, as part of my work, and the now like a lot of organizations are in nonprofit land are also getting access to consumer data. Oh yeah, so we need to name, it's a dude who's a flower, who's blossoming. Oh boy.
Well, also a fossil though, right? So it's gotta be a very old, I think, creature.
Like an
that's
old,
like, isn't like
probably an
Kissinger
old
still alive?
happy-
Isn't Henry Kissinger still alive?
I don't remember if he's still alive. I feel like I should know that. But why would he be a flower though?
Well, I don't know. He's just like, I'm just thinking like ancient fossil dude, you know?
Sure.
And
Sure. Maybe he's
still alive,
deceptively
dude.
attractive.
He's 98 years old, dude.
Okay, he's a living fossil, so I feel like let's do it.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
For those who don't know,
Henry Kissinger fan.
yeah, right. Yeah, for those who don't know, Henry Kissinger basically is one of the minds behind the modern U.S. foreign policy, or traditional modern U.S. foreign policy of invade people and make peace by establishing U.S. quote-unquote democracy all over the world through coups and installing right-wing dictators that are pro-U.S. So by democracy, I mean autocracy. And by freedom, I mean autocracy.
He was the Secretary of State. I forget actually which administration it was under. But
he's been in the game for like every admin though. Like he's always tapped. Probably includes like Nixon, right? And
I mean, I know he has some like ties with the Clintons as well. So
yeah. He was Secretary of State 1973 to 1977. So good old Nixon time. Then he was U.S. National Security Advisor.
Carter, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was
Richard
Carter.
Nixon and Gerald Ford. I'm on the Wikipedia, so that doesn't lie. But then let's see. He was also apparently Chancellor of William and Mary College. Well, I'm glad I didn't go there. Chair of the 9/11 Commission.
Of course.
Yeah, so he's been in it, you know, a long time. Always advising us to, you know, invade Chile and let's see, dirty war, Pakistan. Yep, He's in it to win it. Let's put it that way. And by winning, I mean atrocities and war crimes.
Good one.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
You got him on that one, yeah.
Yep. Have we unlocked rock climb? Or is that a
no,
thing?
that's what this gym is for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rock climb is such an annoying HM because it's basically just worse than strength. But they make you get it anyways. Like at least strength is like an upgrade to cut. But like rock climb is like not as much damage as strength, not as much accuracy as strength, but it has a chance to like confuse, I think. And it's like that I don't like that. Come on. Considering you can get strength before the third gym, but you get rock strength. Well, it's not rock. Rock climb like this late into the game, it just feels totally superfluous.
Well, I got some sparkling water CBD. I drank some, and I want to just plug. I know we love a good sponsored, not sponsored content on this show. If you ever see sparkling water infused with CBD, you should get it. It's really relaxing. It's good for you, I think. If you have 2 of them, you might get a headache.
Yeah, exercise caution, consult your doctor, you know.
Don't consult your doctor. They don't know. Watch a video about all the success stories.
Watch this video about how great it is, and
so
just go off of that.
I know. Yeah, well, I think so. CBD is the part where it's the part that doesn't really make you high. It just kind of relaxes your nervous system. So it's mostly like legal to get like because of like farm bill legislation, like anyone can buy it once you're like 18 or whatever. A lot of times I don't even think they check for it. And yeah, CBD is like totally legal. It's not like weed either where it's jurisdictional. It's just legal. And yeah, it's the part that relaxes you. There's a lot of stories of people with like tremor disorder that like it reduces their tremors or stops them. People who have seizures and it stops seizures. What are you looking at this list for?
You can't see it, or the viewers can't see it.
No, but I can.
Yeah, but now you've just taken the viewers out of the video. I pulled up another window. Wow,
sorry.
Dude, way to go.
Dude. What?
Way
the fact
to
that you
go,
take notes
dude.
should be a good thing. The viewers know you're holding yourself accountable. But you know, CBD I think it's like, you know, obviously because of, you know, a long history of being illegal, there's not enough research into it. But I think it's sort of like, you know, like even marijuana to some extent in small amounts is like how they say drinking red wine is good for you in small quantities. Like it has a lot of health benefits,
which is actually not true.
Right.
The medical consensus is that there's basically no safe amount of alcohol to consume, even when coupled with other health benefits as allegedly exist for red wine. That's pretty much the case. This like when I've seen the evidence suggests that in consuming alcohol is strictly bad for you. Like there are safe amounts to consume. Yeah. There are safe amounts to consume, but not like good amounts to consume.
Well, okay. That's okay. Yes, and the medical community would basically agree that there's no good amount of added sugar to consume, and yet, you know, some people, and yet small amounts of dark chocolate, if you're feeling like sweet tooth, like, you know, do have health benefits they bring with them. So, you know, I mean, and in the same way, like, you're a lot of people socially. But
you can get. I just want to say, like, you can get the health benefits from red wine from other sources that don't also have. Well, the downsides of drinking alcohol.
Look, I think
that's true. Obviously, of like a lot of various foods. And you're right that obviously alcohol can also serve a social setting. It can help people in those ways.
Right.
And that's great. I just want people to be aware that like don't believe the myths you've heard that like it's actually good to drink,
Yeah.
Potentially a small amount of alcohol. It's a known carcinogen and it's bad for you. It's just bad for you. Also adds a lot of pounds.
Well, yeah.
If you're looking to cut down on weight.
Yeah, it does. It does add a lot of pounds. I think though, if I really believe in taking a comprehensive, look at health that includes mental health and that includes social well-being, which is tied to mental
you're
health.
you're really firing up the libs on this one. You're trying to get everyone against me. Will's anti-mental health.
Yeah.
Okay.
And culturally, for a lot of people, yeah.
Not the cultural mark.
A small amount of a small amount of wine with like dinner or something is a way you're engaging with your family or you're engaging with your community, and or a beer here and there. So it's not healthy.
Just to clarify my stance.
Also,
to clarify my stance, I am not anti people drinking alcohol. I understand why people do it. Obviously, there's rich cultural and other sorts of traditions that are associated with it. But just be aware of the other consequences of it is all I would advocate, make sure you're not buying into a false narrative that it's somehow not as bad for you as it is in some ways, because
I mean, don't binge drink, but
certainly that's not a healthy way to enjoy it at all.
But and I think it is good to compare it to added sugar, which is also basically carcinogen, and the reason for almost all of America's current health problems. And that doesn't mean you can't have, a chocolate bar once in a while, or especially if it's dark chocolate. That's
dark chocolate just tastes better,
It also tastes better. I agree. I appreciate that we're on the same page with that. Your milky skin does not stop you from appreciating dark chocolate.
I mean, I know there are some things that kind of fall along racial lines like that, like with spicy food, for instance. But I didn't think dark chocolate was one of them. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I always associate. Well, maybe this is also a very American context, like U.S. American. But I don't know. When you think about milk chocolates, those are like the American brands, and when you think about dark chocolates,
they're like European brands.
I don't know. Yeah. So maybe that's that's interesting. Well, anyway, but CBD, I think it's not like alcohol in that sense, in that I think it's strictly good for you in small quantities.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just said that with absolutely no evidence, but I true.
Yeah.
I encourage you to experiment with small amounts.
But please, so that we are not legally held liable in some crazy way.
Right.
Please do your own research on it. Do your own research, brother.
Yeah.
But look into it yourself. See if it's something that you're interested in. If it's gonna be right for you. Make sure you're aware of any risks that might come with it. As you should with any new substance you're considering inserting into your body.
Here's what I will say. Around CBD, some people will say oh, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't work, or just because there's no evidence. But trust me, you feel it. I have a lot of people that I know that are pretty frequent users of CBD. It definitely, definitely does something to you.
Placebo.
Yeah, right. Well, so and I came in really skeptic, because I really want to just be weary of the placebo effect, right? And
you mean wary?
Weary? Not weary, right?
Wary, not weary.
Weary.
Weary means tired. Wary means
maybe weary,
concerned or nervous or.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you sleep in that bed?
Yeah. I do want to
break into someone's house and sleep in their bed.
Maybe they gave us some CBT while we were here. Is it CBT or CBD?
CBD. CBD.
Yeah, okay. I thought it might be cock and ball torture. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. No, it's cannabinoid. That's something.
That's CBT. Wait, what is this?
Cannabinoid.
This is still 216.
Well, this is a great place to end the episode. Oh, no!
after this trainer, I guess.
After this battle. Well, so I'll wrap that up as use code use code health at something cbd.com and you'll get 20% off, and That's actually technically true. I just can't remember the website. But yeah, it's good stuff. But I will tell you that from my experience, it's very much not placebo effect. You definitely feel it. Definitely relaxes you. And here's what I noticed: like the gummies, just like with other edible stuff, like gummies have a harder time working, but water soluble works a lot really well.
And you guys know you can trust Joe about this because this is the guy that got high for a week off of one brownie. So
first of all, it wasn't a brownie. It was chocolate. Second of all, it was not one. It was 2.5 pieces. Which, if anyone wants to know, that was probably like 50 grams of THC. Like that was a lot. All right. And it wasn't. And finally, it was not a week. It was 3 days. So let's just correct the record. Let's talk to my lawyers about libel.
Yeah.
And defamation. And we'll be on the same page.
We'll be in touch. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
My lawyers will reach out to your lawyers, and we'll have a chat.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So no, I mean I've tried the Delta 8. I've tried the Delta 9. I've tried the CBD. It all works in different ways. Yeah, CBD is a lot less risky, I think. You're not gonna be like, hey, what's up, my dude? Mr. Sakurai, come hang with me.
I'm the new DLC fighter? Whoa! Hey,
right,
Mario!
Finally. No! Okay, we're got an episode here.
I know. I just want to heal. But yes.
No, that's fine. Comment below what drugs you've tried.
What legal drugs?
Legally, yeah. In a way that won't be held. You won't be held liable.
Or illegal drugs you tried, where you either are safe by ex post facto laws, or the statute of limitations is passed.
Right. Has CBD worked for you? If you've had it, that would be great to hear. So Will knows it's real. It's not part of the big lie.
Totally real. Totally real, dude.
Yeah. See you next time.
All right. See you guys next time.